YouTube, what's up, guys? So, the last Tom MacDonald video I did, if you guys haven't seen it, I think it was called Castles. Pretty much, I enjoyed that one. It was pretty good. Again, I'm still trying to find that right chorus for him. You know what I mean? I'm not a big fan of his choruses, but that was a step in the right direction of, as far as like stuff I like musically. And yeah, really, really good song. I'm excited. This one's called Brainwashed. This has been recommended for a hot fucking minute by you guys. And yeah, I have no idea what that could mean. Brainwashed, like the government, by media, by a person, like maybe like a manipulative person. I don't know. One thing I'm learning is you can't really predict his song. I mean, unless it's blatantly obvious, like some of the titles have been. But for the most part, it's really hard to predict. So I don't know where we're going with this, but let's check it out, all right?
Half the country fell asleep,
wow.
but they scream woke. We're distracted by
political.
vaccines and TV shows. Politics, celebrity, gossip, popular, neat quotes. Black lives, white lives, which lives mean most? We only dedicate one day to remember our fallen soldiers, the men and women who died young. But if you come out the closet as Caitlyn Jenner, you're a hero and you get a whole Pride Month. The most dangerous pandemic's propaganda from these clowns. Only mask that's gonna save us is duct tape on their mouths. Don't speak. We don't need to defund police, need to defund the media who lies through their teeth like Big Pharma doesn't cure you, dog, cause every patient that gets cured is a customer lost. And big oil runs the world. The only wars that get fought are with the countries who have natural resources they want. Heard them claiming it.
So I will say, we're political again, but I'm okay with that today. I'm in the mood for it. The comment about the was it? I don't know her name. I don't want to be disrespectful, but Bruce Jenner transitioned into, and I forgot her name. So I'm just gonna say Jenner. I never understood that either, particularly with that person. I feel like that family is just a mess for me. I don't like them. So when they were like celebrating it, I was just like not a fan of it. I think it was a little silly. It was a lot, but I don't know, man. It just depends. It depends on the person, I guess. That family is just really just I don't know. Like I had this trans friend when I used to work at this card shop, and she was the funniest fucking human being. Honestly, one of the funniest people. It's hard to make me laugh really, really hard, and multiple occasions of just working there a few months, had to hold my stomach. I was fucking dying. She was the fucking best. Miss hanging out with her, but people are so like silly about the trans stuff. I feel like people are just angry because it's, you know, it's the media being the media. But I like their people. They're cool. Love them. And then the big pharma stuff. Yeah, dude. I don't even have to tell you guys. You guys know. I think everybody can agree. The big pharma, the oil companies, they're all bullshit. They're all fucking shitty ass human beings. Don't give a fuck about us. It's they just want money.
If a white man braids his hair and likes rap, he's appropriating culture. But if a white man acts too white, he's white trash. He's a racist, he's a bigot, he's a monster. Let's just have the conversation.
I want to touch on that real quick. Let's have a discussion today.
He's a monster.
I told you, I'm in the mood.
He's a racist, he's a bigot, he's a monster. Rap, he's appropriating culture. But if a white man acts too white, he's white trash. He's a racist, he's a bigot, he's a monster.
So, I disagree. No, I agree and I disagree. I think who he's talking to specifically are these like really annoying. There's a lot of people who chronically live online and like they're just sitting there just fucking, you know, fucking complaining the whole time. And there's a lot of people who don't like white people. There's a lot of people who don't like black people. Whatever, whoever. Fucking, immediately, if you're like that, I'm not gonna fuck with you. Because now you're taking away the individual. I hate when people like talk about other people in a broad term. Like you have to kind of take things individually on a person by person bias, because there is white trash fucking annoying people that are just like really bigoted and yeah, I get it. There are. But in my experience, again, my day to day, I told you guys this before in other videos, most people are pretty fucking cool. White people, black people, Spanish people, Asian people, it doesn't matter. Most people I run into are pretty fucking cool. They can talk to you, they have a good time. I think it's just the online illusion, man. We think the world is worse than it is, and it's not. I think it's just the online illusion. I think people are genuinely pretty nice. And when you get on Twitter, when you watch CNN, when you watch Fox News, when you watch all this shit, it's negativity constantly. I don't think it's healthy for anybody. I see a lot of people, especially older people, consume a lot of the news. People my age too, but a lot of older people I've realized in my life are just obsessed with the news, and it's like you're done and now you're just worried about everything. Like, it's not like that. Just go to the store, talk to the cashier. It's a great time. That would be nice.
Let's just have the conversation. Not every liberal is dumb, not all Republicans are racist.
Yeah, true.
The government wants everybody fighting with their neighbors because they know that if we get along, we'll probably go against them.
Yeah.
They can't stop us.
Yes.
Cause we're ready to fight.
I don't like the choruses.
But we won't let
They're just very tacky in my opinion. But I like what he's saying so far.
Everybody pick a team, start a riot in the street.
Loud.
The whole world's brainwashed. It's us against them, it ain't you against me.
I'm trying to figure out what it is about these choruses. They're just so like chanty. It's like a chant, like a baseball chant, a game, or it's like, you know what I mean? I don't know, and you guys can hate on me if you want, but the song sounds like this like empowering, almost like something Eminem would do. Like it's like that song he has, Will I Collapse? It's like that clap beat, which I normally hate, but it's used in a very powerful way in the song, and I think it sounds really cool. But then the chorus comes in, and I'm just not. It's always like that with MacDonald. I mean, you know, it's not like a diss either. I know a lot of people really like him. It's just not for me.
How did monkeys become people and people turned into sheep? They put fluoride in the water that's keeping us all asleep. Claim they want what's best for us, I find it hard to believe. Cause they've been selling us cigarettes since we was 18. Fake news, fake woke, distract and divide. You're either right or you're left or you're black or you're white. Big tech don't need a microchip to hack in your life. Cause the phone inside your pocket is a tracking device.
I just said that.
What I'm more sick of, rappers or Joe Biden looking like he ate 100 Xanax for dinner. Cause censoring the president and kicking him off Twitter is a bigger threat to freedom than foreign ballistic missiles. You don't trust the
Okay, this is, oh man, I've never really thought this one through, so I might fumble my words here, but you know, you guys are pretty nice for the most part, so bear with me. I don't know why Trump got kicked off of Twitter. I really don't. I don't know the reason, so it's hard for me to like kind of judge whether I think it's right or wrong, but I think it might have, like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't even speak on it because I don't know, actually. That's like the simplest thing to say. I don't know, so maybe I should just shut the fuck up. So I'll do that. But he did a little diss at Joe Biden. I don't like Trump or Biden at all. Look, if you don't like me because I don't like Trump, go fuck yourself. I don't like either of them. It's not me picking sides. I disdain both of them. I think politicians are just the worst for the most part. There's some good ones maybe here and there, but for the most part, it's just safe to not trust them. They're not in it for you guys. They're in it for whatever company gave them fucking a ton of money to whatever, you know? It's silly, but I mean, he's not really wrong. I think I agree with that. That's what I said. There's some things I really agree with Tom MacDonald on, and there's something that I disagree on. He hasn't really said much I disagree with a ton. In this song particularly, other ones he has, I think I can agree with a lot. Like the black and white Republican Democrat. I said this to you guys before. I think it's so silly. It's so goofy. Like it's like hate each other, so you can't band together and take us over. That's exactly what it is. I really truly believe that. I think it's like a divide and conquer thing because they know, you know, us and numbers getting along is a dangerous thing. Like.
Police are the government, but you want people giving up their right to own a firearm. Why would you be comfortable if police and the government the only people on the planet with the right to buy a gun? White privilege getting amplified to reinforce division. It convinces white people that they're favored by their skin, and black people getting angry because they're told they're treated different. So the conflict is between us and never with the system. Let's just have the conversation. Not every liberal is dumb, not all Republicans are racist.
I like that line a lot.
The government wants everybody fighting with their neighbors because they know that if we get along, we'll probably go against them. They can't stop us, cause we're ready to fight, trying to brainwash us. But we won't let freedom die. The whole world's brainwashed. Everybody pick a team, start a riot in the streets. The whole world's brainwashed. It's us against them, it ain't you against me.
I want to say something. A lot of y'all really dislike that I said it's hard to find things that to be really proud of in America. And before I say my point, I just want to say, if your just like initial reaction is to insult me, that just shows that you're not really listening to anything. You're just like kind of, oh, America, fuck you. It's silly. If not everybody lives the same way you do, you know. So there's a lot of reasons people could find to maybe dislike America or even the citizens. Like, my point is, let me say my point. I think the fact that he can make a song like this and say his opinion, this is all about the country and the things that are wrong with it, and he's bashing a lot of things, and he's going at really controversial stuff. I think that's amazing. We live in a country where you can do this. There's a lot of things to really be proud of about America. I think the hesitant, for me, personally, I'm not the type to be like, hell yeah, America number one. And I think that's because um, it's just, and maybe it is kind of me playing into this thing I just talked about where I look at too much news and I look at this and that, and it's like embarrassing because I really do think we're a pretty great country. I think there's a lot, we're not the only country with freedom. If I hear that again, I'm going to fucking lose it. But tons of countries have freedom. And I think the speech and I don't think we should give up guns. And I think just like we're such a big country and every state is like its own country. There's so many different cultures. It's so cool. America is really actually genuinely so cool. You go to New Orleans and you're in a different world than if you go to Brooklyn, and if you're a different world if you go to LA, and you're in a different world if you go to Seattle. They're so different. You can't get that anywhere. That mix, that variety of people and cultures is amazing. I think just the negative stuff and just all the hatred and the greedy people ruin it for everybody else. That's really what I mean when I say it's hard to like really be proud of America. It's not the day-to-day people. It's the people who are ruining it for everybody else. All they're just selfish people, man. Like, it's just annoying because we have so much going for us.
Step 1, train the people only to consume. Step 2, infiltrate adults with the news. Step 3, indoctrinate the children through the schools and the music and the apps on the phones that they use. Step 4, separate the right from the left. Step 5, separate the white from the black. Step 6, separate the rich from the poor. Use religion and equality to separate them more. Step 7, fabricate a problem, made a lie. Step 8, put it on the news every night. Step 9, when people start to fight and divide, take control. This is called situational design. They can't stop us.
I mean, not wrong. I agree.
Fight, trying to brainwash us, but we won't let freedom die. The whole world's brainwashed. Everybody pick a team, start a riot in the streets. The whole world's brainwashed. It's us against them, it ain't you against me.
I want to talk about one more thing too, just so you guys can kind of get to know me a little bit more. Because like I said, you guys are pretty fucking nice for the most part. There's a few bad eggs, and honestly, I could care less. But one other thing too that I think I agreed with a lot there is, and I don't talk about, is religion. See, I'm not a very religious person at all. I'm not an atheist, but I'm just open to interpretation. I'm open to anything. I'm open to new ideas. Christianity makes a lot of sense to me, and in some ways, but so does other religions, and so do just some theories. Like I watch like theories on how the universe maybe was created and all kinds of stuff. I think that stuff is so fascinating, and I don't like limiting myself to one God or one idea. But religion is most definitely used in malicious ways in this country. It is probably, if I had to pick, I think racist people are my least favorite thing anywhere. Doesn't matter if it's this country or another country. I think that's like the most annoying thing. And I think overly bearing religious people or organizations are like number 2. It's just, man, I've been to a church, I used to go with my aunt that was so welcoming and so kind. They were just the nicest people ever. And I was like, man, like, this is really nice. And then I think they switched churches one time. Or no. I went with somebody else. I was trying to be polite. I went with somebody else. And it was like, dude, this church, because the other one was like so welcoming, and they didn't give a fuck about if you could donate money or not. They didn't do fundraisers every 2 seconds, and they just wanted to talk to you. They literally had these events where it's just people and people. And then I went to this other one that was like a commercial, and they sold like their own product. Like, it just felt fake. I don't think selling product is a bad thing, but it just, the way it was, if I could paint the picture for you guys, when I walked in, it was just this big hall of advertisements and buy this and buy that. It felt like I was at Disney in a gift shop, and it was like ridiculous. And I just didn't like it, man. And then the preachers were so like aggressive, like you're gonna go to hell kind of thing. Oh man, I don't like that either. But that was just because he brought up the religion thing, and yeah, they use religion to definitely segregate people. But I will say, this comes from a non-religious person. Whatever you gotta do to feel happy in life, whether it's religion, whether it's your family, I don't care. I will never judge somebody for believing in God. That's so silly. Now I would judge somebody for being a fucking asshole. So, yeah, that's all I gotta say for today. It was a little bit of a rant, but I really was kind of in the mood for something like this. I feel like I wanted to connect with you guys a little more, and the channel's just like really, honestly, a safe space for me. I got some haters on here, but it's the internet, What are you gonna do? But you guys are really, really cool. I forgot the lady's name, Miss something. You always comment really nice stuff. I appreciate you too. And yeah, that's gonna do it for this one, guys. I appreciate y'all, and I'll see y'all on the next one.